turn that up.
Spray bomb.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? How we doing today? Let's see who we got in here. Let's start at the top. Kevin L was on a date with his wife. He'll see us soon. Gordon Walker's here. What's up, Gordon? Christina's here. How you doing, Christina? Josh. Don's Hot Rod Garage. And the Torpedoes. Torp's here. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. Who else we got? Buck and a Quarter Crafts is here. Are we still here? Okay. Looked like we lost our connection for a minute. Are we still going?
Yes, you're still going.
All right, Robbie Altree's here. I got a warning from the thing that we were offline.
Maybe it's the weather.
Spray bomb. What's going on, Larry? Let's see what Chris. What's going on?
Hey, Floyd.
Floyd made it. What's
Lonnie.
up, Floyd? Lonnie. Very good, very good. So how's everybody doing?
You blipped for a minute, Torp said.
I did. I looked. I made sure that we're plugged into the computer.
Hey, Chaz.
We should be. Online.
Hey, one.
It might be a little glitch, like Kim said. We are having some crappy weather. So we had a pretty busy week, didn't we?
Paul White. How you
Paul
feeling,
White,
Paul?
how we doing, Paul?
Hope you're feeling better.
Hey, Chaz. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, Paul.
Well, I don't know if feeling better is the right word.
Yeah, well. Yo, Chopper Mike, what's going on, brother?
PTSS, Chopper Mike.
Joe Thanks made it. What's going on, brother?
I'm having a soda, or as some people in the country call it, a pop.
You know, Joe, we will. I did. I took it down to my buddy's shop today. At the end of the day, them guys, they're like my best buddies, man. I mean, they got their own shop. They work their tail off all day, and I show up. I was like, look, man, can one day next week can we put the truck on the lift so I could see? They looked right at me and said, put it on there right now. So I put the truck up on the lift. And so I made a series of shorts, to show you guys what's going on under there. You're not going to believe how clean this truck is under.
I don't know. What you were saying sounds like it cost a lot of money.
What? Well.
Hey, Henry.
Kim's really, really holding tight with the money. She's guarding it really, really tight right now.
That's because somebody likes to spend it all.
I do. So a gas tank's like $90.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey,
Harry.
The rear sway bar links are like, I don't know, $10 a piece. You know what's expensive? The exhaust is going to be expensive.
The stump puller is late.
But wait till you guys see this thing. You're not going to believe it. I mean,
let's get this party started.
Yeah, let's get it going. It was treated with that rusty. You guys remember Rusty Jones? You remember Rusty Jones from back in the day? It has a Rusty Jones sticker in it, and you can see where the black is still all under there, and it's just coming off on the cab bottom. So we're going to retreat it. I mean, it looks brand new. It looks like a brand new floor pan. I'm not kidding you.
Don wants to know that truck is a camper special.
Yes, sir, it is. I'll show you the badge. When we do the walk around, I will show you the badge. You might have caught a glimpse of it. I think one caught a glimpse of it whenever we were doing a ride along, because he shot me a text real quick. He saw the little badge on there. Yep, sir, it sure is a camper special, Don.
Josh saw the TP.
Yeah.
Anytime, Chaz.
It's going to be one of them.
Mike Panetta.
It's one of them funds. Look, we're going to be able to enjoy it a little bit while we're working on it. It's like
Mike Panetta says, "Nice truck."
Thank you very much, Mike. Wait till you guys see the underside. Like I said, I'm going to release a series of shorts, and you guys will get a firsthand view of everything under there. And I need a set of it has those oil cooler lines that go from they're right beside the oil filter, and they run up. And there's a little cooler in front of the radiator for the oil. And what it is somebody must have had them redone before, and the one is just a little too long, and it's rubbing on the sway bar, and it leaks. So that's why I hadn't been putting it in the driveway, because Kim doesn't want a bunch of oil spots in the driveway. She was giving me a bunch of crap about that, too.
I don't want to redo the driveway again this year.
We're not going to redo it, but I am going to seal it this year.
Oh, Daniel, that sounds painful. Which toe?
Oh, man, that ain't good.
PPSS is here. Did you say hi to PPSS?
Yeah. I took a little tiny video of the rear too. I'm trying to identify it. There's a number on there. I'm going to try to look it up later. There's a casting number on it. I don't know if it's like one of those smaller Danas or what, but it's a healthy rear.
Left pinky toe.
It took us a minute to figure out how to get it in the air on the lift because that's a heavy truck, man.
Robbie said he heard your C30 will pass everything on the road except the gas station.
Well, we're going to work on that. It's like...
And Harry said, not really sure I want to see your shorts BMW.
That's a good one, Harry. Good one. It's one of those things where we're gonna work on that too. It's like, you guys know those old 454 trucks that 9-10 gallons, 9-10 miles to the gallon's the best you're gonna do, unless you're willing to make some changes. So we're looking at transmissions down the road. I'm not right now. It's like, this is one of those, we're going to enjoy it and we'll pick things up as we go. We'll find a nice overdrive transmission for it. The one thing with that is you won't ever have one on the column, or you got to put a floor shift in. So I just go with no one in the column. I'm not going to put it in one. I just put it in drive and go.
Or rocks. Hey, Mr. Reed.
There you go. Grady's here.
Yeah.
Grady was showing me a transmission today. He just sent me a couple pictures. Trouble is, he's almost 1,000 miles away if I want to get it.
Remember that cartoon, Jabberjaw? Maybe that should be you.
Take a sip. Let's have a beer. Yeah, so we're going to chip away at the truck as we go. It's like, I got so much stuff going on. Like, this week is probably going to be a combination of overtime at work, and Phil is going to come over and we're going to get the wiring lined out on the car. He's going to try to this week. We'll see what happens.
Isn't that like a heat wave for you, Torb? That's like a heat wave in early March for you.
Yeah, there you go. 25 degrees.
Fahrenheit. Not Celsius, Fahrenheit. Although 25 degrees Celsius would be like really hot. Jabberjaw.
Yeah, so we're going to work on the gasser this week, and we'll chip away on the truck. If I can pick up a part or two on the truck, we'll do something, whether it just be the coolant lines and change some of the, add some coolant. But
Torb, you'd go fishing even if it was minus 25.
I just sit
here. Because you just talk. I'm having conversations. Jabberjaw. Hey, Tony G. Huh?
Hey, Tony.
What'd you say?
I said Tellis was saying he's watching on the smart TV, but commenting on his phone.
Oh, okay. That's one thing, right?
Uh-oh, Gordon's having a snowstorm, huh?
Torque waits for nice weather now to go fishing. Uh-oh. TPSS is having tornadoes.
That ain't good. You gotta watch out for those. Hey, Mark from Edgewell, West Virginia made it. I actually saw a four-door, I think it was a 75 for sale down in Hedgeville, West Virginia on Marketplace. Nice looking C30 down your way, Mark. It's on Marketplace right now. At least it was the other day. Right before I bought mine. I mean, like I said, I knew where one it was out by Dawn.
Oh, that's nice, Chaz. Next weekend we set the clocks forward, right? Spring forward.
Fall
Saturday?
back. I guess. I always get screwed up like with that. So do the dogs. Me and the dogs don't like that. Pick one and stay there. Yeah, spring forward. Well, thanks, too, babe. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, we were looking under there today.
Did you find anything in the truck that the last owner left behind?
I have not. I swear to you guys, I have not really gone through the cab. I got the new air conditioning belt and the top and lower heater hoses on the front seat. I bought those. there was a bunch of windshield wiper blade parts laying all over the seats. The blades and the arms were off of it. The driver's side was an easy enough, one of those snap-on replacements. The passenger side is one of them old style where you just replace the blade. Thank God my buddy Mike did it. While I was sitting down there talking to him in his shop, and we were standing there, he's like, I'm like, dude, you ain't got to do this. We'll worry about it later. He's like, I got to do it now. And it was a pain in the butt to get it on. So I'm going to look for arms down the road that have that where we just get the direct replacements to snap on it, because that's going to be a pain in the butt. But yeah, I have not gone through the truck. I think I did open the glove box once, and it turns a little bit, so you got to be careful to get it to latch. And I spotted some light bulbs in there. So there's that.
I got a question about the time change. So Pennsylvania, like PPSS and Robbie and Don are all saying that this is probably the last time for their states. Pennsylvania, I've heard, is going to be the last time.
I sure hope so.
But if New Jersey and Delaware don't do it, and we're right on the border of both of those states,
when
how
do you
does
start?
that work?
Well, when are you going to start?
That's right. When do you start?
I guess you'll start according to your work's time schedule.
I guess.
That would be weird. You'd have to start, what, an hour later? You'd start at 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Right? Or would you start at 7 o'clock?
Well, that would be in November, so you would have to figure it out from November, not this time, because they would spring.
So if we stayed at 8 o'clock and they fell back at 7 o'clock, that means you wouldn't start work until Pennsylvania 9 o'clock. And you'd have to work till 5:30 instead of 4:30.
That would suck.
That would be a bummer.
He does it right.
For you. I mean, I want to keep the time changed.
Well, I mean, that's only Delaware. Like, what do people in Arizona do?
I don't know.
That live on the border.
I don't know.
Josh, do you live? Wait a minute. Isn't Arizona? Josh, don't you not have?
I don't, Harry. Not half the time. I couldn't tell you what time it is half the time of the day anyway. I lose track.
That's a good Chicago song.
I got in trouble last Friday hanging out with my buddies down the
You
shop.
didn't get in trouble for hanging out with your buddies. Stop saying you got in trouble for hanging out with your buddies.
What did I get in trouble for? Because I lost track of time.
No, you got in trouble because you said you were going to be 15 minutes and you were like an hour and 45 minutes.
You guys know how that goes. You start having a nice time.
Torp said it's too confusing for the cows.
I guess.
I hope the whole country gets rid of the time change. Stupid.
Maybe it is stupid. It screws our dogs up.
Well, one said it was so farmers wouldn't hate growing your food in the dark. Let's get ready to rumble. That's right, Spray Bomb. I'm sitting behind him tonight so I can kick him. He's in a mood. I'm in a good mood. He's in a bad mood.
I'm not in a bad mood. You were just kept talking over me when I was trying to say
I was
something.
having conversations.
You sure are.
Well, sometimes you talk too much.
Did you hear that? I talked
Upside the head, Robbie. That's right. I think I can get my leg up that high. I'll just give.
I don't think you can anymore.
Yes,
Look,
can.
No, you can't. Look at that. That was pathetic.
That was in slow motion.
You used to be able to. You can't do it no more.
That was in slow motion. Go ahead and kick him, King.
Not me, right? I know, Torp. That's right. I mean, it's better than dead air, right?
It is better than dead air, but not when I'm having conversation.
I'm sorry. You just let me know when I can talk about
see that?
my thing.
You can see my poop.
So we're getting
Kimjo. That's right.
Kimjo. That's right. We have. No, but it's like this week's gonna be a crazy week. I have to work a couple nights overtime. I gotta start getting some stacks of money together because I got a lot of parts to get here. Not just for the truck, for the car.
Tony G said he got the stickers and the magnet.
Oh, that's cool.
And Babe, the next video, Brian's been bugging me to do the video, but I kind of made this craft and I'm not happy with it. It'll be this weekend. It's going to be like 5 different crafts on one video.
I told her, I said, you don't like the craft, you take the craft off the video, do a different craft, and insert it in the video. It's not a big deal.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Have a sip. I'm going to. I'm going a little crazy
Show
tonight.
the sign. Oh, show the sign, Mr. B wants to show. You want you to show the sign. The sign.
Which one?
Mr. B sign from last week.
Oh, I gotta
Hey,
look it
Andy.
up on my phone. Was that an email, Grady? I think it was an email.
I did not glue my hand to the counter one. Everybody was kung fu tin.
I might have to. No, this is the.
That's right. Man, there's some good. You're saying some good songs tonight, Robbie.
Okay, so first, I'm in email right now, and so it must be in text, Grady. But there, Grady filled a bucket on his golf cart. Take a sip on Grady. So let me go. I guess you emailed it to me then, or I mean, you texted it to me, Grady. Yeah, there it is. He texted it. It says, warning, never argue with a woman. If you win, things might get worse. That's true.
Hey, Peachar.
Because I'm always right, and look what happens.
You're never right.
All right. So one thing that's exciting, it's like I try to keep things a little bit loose around here. It's like, you guys we got a really tight knit group, and a lot of you guys already won. So this is a small sticker, but it's a new sticker I got, so everybody can keep trying to win. It's a cartoon of our roll cage or a roll bar in the car. It's a picture that was turned into a cartoon, and it's just a roll bar. It's just something neat to add to the collection of stickers. So like a lot of you guys already have all the stickers. Well, now you don't have all the stickers, and you got something to guess at when we have the drawing, along with the so that's what we're doing this week is the new, and it's a little sticker. It's like I get whatever's on sale. Sticker Mule sends us a deal, and we just get whatever's on the deal. And this time
he's not going to put it on his roll bar.
This time it was a 2-inch sticker instead of a 3-inch sticker. But I still think it's kind of cool. Don't you guys think it's kind of cool?
He's not going to put it on his roll bar. He doesn't want to mess up his handiwork.
Yeah, this is a picture of the roll bar.
Yeah,
I'm not going to put a picture of the roll bar on the roll bar. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm giving you a picture of the roll bar if you win.
Kevin L is on a date with his wife too, babe. You didn't miss the drawing yet. No, it happens at 9:00, Tony.
It's at 9:00. I was just showing you guys it. You get a chance to win a sticker. If you have all the other stickers and you're like, hey, well, no, there's another sticker, so you can keep playing. That's so everybody can play. Then my pinky finger grow back. It never was off.
No sobriety, just a great.
Well, thanks, Randy. Randy likes the sticker. See?
I didn't say anything about that sticker now, did I?
Not this time.
Not this time. Everybody took your side last time, so I kept my opinion to myself.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea sometimes. You should take your own advice. So, like I said, this week is going to be a gasser kind of week. I mean, Phil, well, we're hoping. Phil was going to try to get over this week.
Look at you,
if once we get the wiring lined out, we're going to put a key in it, and then we should be able to start it up. I mean, we got all the fluids in it except gas, but the gas lines ran, the fuel lines ran anyway. We might make some changes to the fuel line down the road, but it's good enough for now. Like I'd like to go with a hard line from the pump to the carburetor hose at the top, but for now I've just put a hose in there just so we can get it going.
Babe asked about that just as you started talking about it. Is that like psychic or what? Babe asked about what's going on with the gasser as you started talking.
Well, see, there you go. That's what's going on. I talked to Phil last week, and and he's going to try to get over here, and we got a lot of the wiring laying where it goes. It's just a matter of putting it all together. I bought a key set. I hope it fits inside the switch that came with the American Auto Wire setup. I'm hoping we have everything. We're going with a Harley Davidson horn.
me. Don wants to know if you're getting a fifth wheel trailer.
I doubt it. I think that maybe I could, I guess, but I don't think so. We'll see.
Henry's trying to start trouble. When are you getting back on Kim's Nova?
Well, we're gonna as soon as we were talking. Kim and I were just talking about that today. It's like it's nice to have a rotation, especially with what's up,
Reggie Moore.
Hey Reggie, what's going on? Hey man, that's pretty cool. Hey man, I appreciate it.
Hey,
yeah, Reggie.
TV Speed Shop.
Yo,
he's got enough projects.
It is. It's like it's really crazy right now, guys. I don't know if those of you that are on Facebook and are friends with me on Facebook, it's going crazy right now. Facebook's actually paying for a portion of my projects now. We were invited into their bonus program, and we're doing very, very well. Very well. We got a couple 500,000 view videos, a couple 300,000 view videos. So our stuff, our content's really resonating over there right now, and it's pretty exciting for us.
DD Speed Shop and Chaz are going to need to send some money this way if they keep saying you need more projects.
So and the fun thing, and one thing I noticed about putting content on the Facebook is that, like, I put like four videos about the truck up in a row. The first two did really good. Then the other, you could see the drop off. But then I splashed in a gasser video. Whammo! It got 300,000 views. And then I splashed in. I grabbed an old video that we had of when we pumped the trunk. You pumped your trunk out too, Dan. I put that one up. It got right now. I think it's got like 30,000 views. Yesterday, I thought it was going to flunk because it only had like 3,000, but then it took off today. And maybe today's will take off tomorrow. I don't know. I got so many older videos that I could play on there while I'm making new ones. And it's like, it's a lot less taxing. They're like minute and a half videos, some of them 30 seconds. The bumper video that I resubmitted today on YouTube, the one where I bought the wrong bumper, I put that out last year. I just put it back up only because it got 515,000 views on Facebook, and it's got 200,000 on TikTok. So, and I noticed that on YouTube, I had a different thumbnail. So I changed the thumbnail to match the one that's on Facebook, but it didn't do anything.
Hey, country boy.
So it is what it is. But yeah, man, things are getting pretty cool, So it's like I want to be able to rotate, and we're going to do some rust repair on the Nova here in the next couple weeks. The gasser is going to be running, guys, within a week. As soon as Phil gets over here, we're close. I mean, we're going to get it down off the blocks, and then it's going to be full court press and get some glass in it. And we'll paint it, whatever. If it got runs, too bad. We're still going to take it out this year. We're going to have some fun. That's just the way it is. I would like to go to like 1 or 2 car shows. I might borrow until I get my own trailer. I might borrow my buddy's trailer, and I want to show my truck too. And I might put the gasser up on a trailer to bring it to a couple car shows. Even though it'll be able to drive it under its own power, I look forward to showing off my stuff.
Randy Ryan says that needs to be a live event when you start it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have to see if we can coax Kim out of her resting place to come out and be my camera person. Oh, guys, I just got a, what would you call that?
The finger.
The finger. I got the finger. Now, she does a good job. She does a lot of my camera stuff.
No, too, baby doesn't have all the glass yet.
I have the back glass and the side quarter glass.
PPSS thinks he's going to sell the Daddy Rat.
Really?
Yep, I flipped him the bird, Mrs. K.
Shoot me. She does that quite often. Don't worry.
I usually just say it to you.
Well, you can't say it on here. It's.
That's why I gave you some sign language.
That's all right. Shoot me a price over there, bud. Why would you want to sell it, man?
Chad says that's how Megan raises
Are you going to buy one that's a little more done? Are you getting out of it? What's going on, Rick?
all the songs tonight. Reggie says you need to check out Drag and Drive. The funniest thing I've ever done with the funnest thing he's ever done with his car.
All right. I'll look it up, Reggie. That sounds pretty cool.
14 in a group that travels together.
All right.
That means you're number one, BW. He's something, all right, Mr. B.
Every once in a while we have our moments. It's like if I'm not on her nerve, sometimes she gets on my nerve. After 30-something years, I think you all understand.
No, like 90% you're on my nerves. He comes home and I'm trying to watch videos or read my book, and he just starts blah, 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 blah. But if I do it to him, he gets all bent out of shape.
That's not true.
Oh my God.
That is not true. She's making stuff up now.
Oh my God.
Yes, you are. You make stuff up. She's making it up. But yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff going on right now. So we'll see where this Facebook thing goes. Might not go anywhere, but we'll see. It's going somewhere right now.
Time does fly, Don. Time does fly. No, I'm reading a serial killer book right now. It's the one where the guy wrote the book like 10 years ago and his daughter put it up on TikTok. And now it's like an Amazon bestseller. It's like the #1 bestseller on Amazon.
Wow.
It had over like 2 million views.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Dan. It's like every day. It's like today, I'm just going to keep going. This morning, I was out in my garage. I was putting the puke tank on at 3 o'clock in the morning before I went to the gym and before work. So I'm trying. It's like I'm trying to stock up. So I want to have like 10 or 12 shorts inside my phone at all times, so I could zap one out. Like if I can't do anything because I'm at work working overtime, I could still zap out one, and I don't miss a beat. So that's what I'm doing right now.
I thought you were gonna say time keeps on slipping, Robbie. He was doing all the songs tonight.
So this week, Kim and I've been singing the song, huh? Convoy song, because I did that little convoy short. I don't think did I do it
Hey,
on
Turlo.
Hey, what's going on, Andy? I don't know if I did that on YouTube or not. I did it on Instagram. I think I did.
11 long-haired friends of Jesus and a chartreuse microbus.
And is it Under the Dark of the Moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling logs? Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. See, we're learning all the words. Now, what's the color of the bus, honey?
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse. 11 long-haired friends of Jesus in a chartreuse microbus.
Numbered up.
But we're having, it's fun like that, I mean, it's like I got a 1-ton truck now, man. It's like I remember when that truck came out. I was 13 years old when they had those trucks. I mean, I remember them from the 70s. Excuse me?
Hey, Shop Cat. I said it's ugly.
No, no. She likes that truck. She does like that truck. I love that truck. You stop it. Dude, I swear I was going to text Dan and ask you if you had that truck up there in Manitoba, because somebody hand brushed that bed, and the cab brown is you can see the brush strokes. The cab brown and the truck bed are brush painted. And that made me think of that 56, that time you did it all in what was it, red, that primer red.
Big Job, is Elle with you? Is Elle listening? Hey, Elle. Oh, it's that time, Dorkwad.
All right. So you getting one? All right. So we're gonna do the car picture, and like I said, I got this new sticker, a picture, a cartoonage cartoonage picture of our roll bar for the gas. Is
Cartoonage.
that a real word?
No.
Is that, hey,
Cartoonish?
come to BW's Garage where we make up our own words as we go, and you could win a prize. All right, so I need a number between 1 and 50, 1 and 50 for this cartoonish and regular picture of the 55. Go.
Is it going to be
That's
a long
good.
one?
It's coming in fast. I don't know. That's one of those numbers where.
There it is. Don's Hot Rod
Don's
Garage.
Hot Rod Garage, number 11. Don's Hot Rod Garage. Could you pull it up, hon? All right, Don, you're the big winner, number 11. Oh, excuse me.
Rude.
I didn't mean
Rude.
to. I didn't mean to. All right, excuse me for a second. I gotta get an adult beverage. Oh.
Let's see if anybody else called it. Nope, Don was the only one. Way to go, Don.
Yeah,
Don
what?
likes the new sticker.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's, and I think I told you guys in the drive along in the truck. You guys wouldn't believe it. When that thing died when I got off the interstate. and Kim yelled at me because I left this part of the story out. So I'm going to put it in now. Okay. Hon? All right. So whenever we got off, like I said, Kim made the light and kept going. I pulled up to the light and it turned red. And as soon as I come to a stop, the truck died. Like I said, I was like, what am I going to do? And then these people are brain dead behind me. I'm like, go around me, go around me. They sat there through half the light till they finally went around me. And I just coasted back and ended up under the overpass of the highway. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? My phone died while I was driving down the highway. When I did that, anybody that watched that short with the Convoy song, that my phone died while I was looking at the dash and out there, and that was Kim's car in front of mine. And that phone died right there. So I had no phone juice. I was sitting there like, what am I going to do? And the battery was just like click, click, click. I was like, oh, man. And I sat there and I'm like, I guess I'm going to just put a rag in the window and walk like we used to do in the old days. And I tried it one last time and it clicked over and it started. And I floored it and got home. And then Kim was letting the dogs out and she goes, oh, thank God you're here. I was just getting ready to get in the car and come back and get you. You were taking too long. So she was aware that there was a problem without me even having to call. See, did I fix the story, honey?
You fixed it.
All
That's
right.
the third time 11 has come out. It actually came out on 11/11. 11.
And I ain't kidding you guys. The next morning, I got up and went out to start that truck. It ran for 20 seconds and died.
Who let the dogs
dead out of gas? Not a drop. So we just made it home. That was that was by the seat of our pants.
And I was actually feeding the dogs because it was late.
So we have it insured. We have it tagged, and we have. It's the rule's 10 days to get it inspected, but as long as you're working on it to get it inspected, you really don't get messed with.
Yes, it does have dual tanks, Don.
The driver's side tank's leaking. It needs replaced, Don. I like I said, it's in one of the shorts that I did. It'll be later, and maybe by Sunday. I'm going to just put them up in a series. We just had the truck on the lift not 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
Reckon it needs some gas. Yeah, I think he's going to be living at the gas station.
Now, like I said, the goal is maybe this summer, but we're going to look at 700Rs. We're going to look at 4 L80s. We're looking at a couple that we're going to get an overdrive for it. And that's going to help. And maybe
That's funny,
down the road, we can look at one of those EFIs down the road. But
he did.
Nothing right now. We don't need any of that stuff right now. Right now, we just need an exhaust system, a driver's side tank. Both of the sway bar links on the back one's missing and the other one needs replaced.
One's not missing. He's right there.
Well, you're quick tonight.
Harry, he did die. He just died. He was like 96 years old.
Yeah, like last year you told me, right? You're talking about
C.W. McCall.
Yeah, C.W. McCall.
Torp would go with a manual.
No, I'm not going to add another pedal, you know, especially when I'm going to be long hauling with it. No, I'm going to stick with an automatic. I'm just going to get an overdrive. But like I said, yeah, I'm looking at it, Tony. I'm looking at a 4L80, but I'm not getting an electronic one. I'm not going through all that. The expense is outrageous. I'm not doing that. And you know, if you look it up, it's like the difference between the plates, and like my buddy Kevin was explaining it to me because he used to rebuild transmissions. It's like the sizes. He's like this thick, and the 700s are like this.
Shaky bin. Is he okay? Canned beer. Life is too short for cheap alcohol.
You know, I'm being honest with you. I always buy bottles. When I found out Chaz was coming, I shot up to the supermarket and they didn't have any in the bottle. So, and I don't drink anything else but the High Life. So it was cans or nothing. And I didn't want to have nothing with somebody coming to my house. But Chaz brought a 12-pack that I just finished last week.
What rear gear does it have?
Huh?
Two Babe wants to know what rear gear does it have.
It's like I took a one of you guys that could
That's right, Chaz.
One of you guys could spot and tell me. I think it's like a small Dana, but I guess it's like almost like it's either. I think it's more of a 456 to be truthful with you. I mean, that thing was screaming in my ear coming down the highway. I was at 80 miles an hour, and that's all there was. I mean, I might have been able to squeeze 5 more out of it, but them RPMs were up. She was singing to me, so
he was going too slow for me. My little Mazda wanted to go a lot faster.
Okay, Don said it's 410. Okay, it's 410s then.
Ever try Miller Genuine Draft? Robbie said Dana 456.
Let me see. Let me see if I got the video of the rear, and see if we can get anything off of the.
Tony says 373 or 410.
Get anything up? There's a casting number on it.
One says, I decoded the VIN and think it's in there. Look on the glove box door and it will have a sticker with every part code on the truck.
Not that one. On the sticker of the door?
He said the glove box door.
All right, I'll look in there. We'll figure it out from there.
Big John had a few highlights tonight.
There you
For
go.
the show.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Country Boy leave?
I don't know.
Chop Cat said goodnight to him, and I don't know. I might have missed it. Country Boy. Hey, yep, he left. Bye, Country Boy.
Bye, Country Boy. Thanks for stopping in, Jason. I appreciate you, buddy.
Aw, thanks, Mrs. K. You're so sweet. Man.
He's at work. Bummer, brother.
What kind of truck are you buying, One? One says he's buying a truck and keeping it at Shop Cats.
He was talking about a Ford. He was buying a Ford. A Ford.
Two Babe said, no worries, he was just curious.
No, I'm curious too. It's I don't know. I will tell you one thing. They're really tall. Yeah, and you know, one expense we're not going to have on this truck is brakes or tires. The brake lines are all brand new. You can see that the rubber hoses are anyway. It looks like me and my buddy Kevin were looking while it was up there. It looks like they're brand new calipers in there. And so somebody did some, and the guy told me, he said the brakes are good. He seemed pretty honest. He said, he's like, the brakes are great brakes. He goes, but the driver's side gas tank, everything he's told me so far is true.
Mommy said he heard they're putting bicycles in the back of
The-
off-road trucks.
You know what? One thing, the transmission linkage, it's a little hokey. It doesn't feel great.
By PPSS, yeah. My
Take
phone's,
it easy,
my
Rick.
phone's I don't know if it's the internet tonight. They just upgraded the internet yesterday.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we're having problems.
Yeah, my phone keeps buffering and you're not very clear.
They said it was supposed to be better.
Yeah, I know. They made me call off work yesterday because they were working on the improvements.
Yeah, Kim had to call out of her job yesterday just because of that, and then they ended up. How long did you have to work home? Not you would have only been out of work an hour. They made it sound like they were going to be down all day, and they were down 2 hours.
Yeah, it's raining really hard. We're supposed to get like an inch of rain, and it's windy. Now you're so clear, but a minute ago you were all blurry and it was buffering.
Christina said we're freezing up.
Oh, I thought she meant it was cold up there.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Are you
Right.
cold or am I freezing?
The new Wi-Fi isn't waterproof.
Even Reggie said it got blurry.
Yeah, I know.
That's weird.
I'm telling you, it's been like that all night. You're freezing. So you keep freezing.
That's not good.
Well, it's getting warmer. You'll be able to do it in the shop. Although the shop has had its issues too. Doing it out in the garage has had its issues. There's been times when it's
Right. Well, we're actually, guys, we're on the same exact port for the garage.
Hey, Hot Rod Dave.
Hey,
How
Dave.
are you?
Hot Rod Dave, how you doing? I'm on the exact same line that we do for the garage. I just plug in to the modem with a short cable and unplug the long cable. I have a big, heavy cable that runs. We're hardwired out to the garage, and I got it hung up on I ran a cable and pulled it really taut. It's one of those cables that has a nice what's that, plastic, or I don't know. It's got some kind of nice coating on it, and then I hung the wire to the cable.
Yeah, see, Randy Ryan's saying you're pixelated too. I'm going to call the cable company and be like, you made me miss work and made me take a vacation day from work, and it's supposed to be improved, and we're getting worse service than ever.
Yeah, that's kind of bull crap, man. We never had any problems. Now all of a sudden we're having problems.
I wouldn't say we've never had any problems.
Well,
but...
no, we haven't had. Most of them are Brian created. Let's be honest. I am no guru with the internet stuff.
Big job. You start physical therapy soon, don't you?
Hot Rod says we're good on his end. Uh-oh, Josh just took a big
BBK.
puff. Yo, what's going on, Gorney?
Robbie likes to rub in the temperature down there in Louisiana.
Uh-oh, now he said I'm wonky. All right, Hot Rod Dave, you seem new. When we shows fill the bucket, if you have a cold beer, take a sip. If you don't drink, have a sip of iced tea. If you prefer to smoke something, well, do that too.
Josh and one have them covered usually.
Yeah.
And
Josh
Charlo. Mrs. K had a blueberry lemonade the other night when we went out to dinner. That was pretty good.
It was pretty strong though. Kim let me have a sip of it, and it was really, really strong.
It was blueberry vodka. It was good. Reggie, Reggie wants to know what the plans are for 55. You're going to run the wiring, and so Phil's coming over next week to help you finish the wiring.
Yeah, we're going to run the wiring. We're going to get it off the blocks. That in itself is an adventure. We'll make a little short video about it. You guys watch me get that thing out of the sky. It's a little hairy getting it down. And once it hits the ground, I'm going to jump all over the glass guy. Get over here. He supposedly ordered my windshield 2 months ago, and I haven't heard from him. So I didn't want to buy one and him have one. And he's a little flaky. He comes and goes. Super nice guy, but he's a little flaky, you know. And I really wanted him to help me with my back glass because he claims that he's a guru with these Tri-5s, and he does not use the clips. I have a bag of clips for the back glass. He says he uses clips from like a 40 Ford truck or something like that, and he says they work way better. They're stronger and all. He gave me this whole rundown. So I was anxious to see what the heck this guy's talking about. He actually, the reason I have two back glasses, and the reason I have two is I had one and he gave me one, and his is a little bit better. So I'm going to use the one he gave me.
So Randy Ryan said gravity is your friend. He better go back and watch the Nova video when you were taking it off the trailer.
When I drove off the side of the trailer. You know, I drove that Nova off the side of the
Gravity
trailer.
was not your friend that day. Don looked and he said, your truck could be a 373, a 410, or a 456 rear axle. Have a look at the glove box for the axle code.
All right, I'll look at the glove box and I'll have the axle code for everybody next week. I'm just telling you the way it rides. I'm guessing 456s. I mean,
so, well, I like the taste of different. I like the fruity drinks. One said,
you really do. You get them.
One says he likes beer to taste like beer, vodka to taste like vodka, and whiskey to taste like whiskey, and scotch to taste like hell. But I like my fruity drinks, and Chaz agreed with them. I like my fruity drinks.
I really don't drink that much. This is the most I've drank this past 2-3 weeks. I've two beers on Friday.
I thought gravity always lets you down, Torp.
That's pretty good. Mm.
Ooh, Shotcat's drinking Dr. Pepper because he's at work.
There's nothing wrong with that. Dr. Pepper. I used to like the diet Dr. Pepper.
I'm a pepper.
It was too hard to get. I can't drink the regular.
You like to be a pepper.
And Kim always liked the Diet Pepsi, and then I just got hooked on the Diet Pepsis. And, you know, we need some. There's only 2 in there.
I'm drinking Diet Pepsi tonight. I'm drinking pop.
You having a pop? You having a pop?
Yeah. What goes up must come down. I guess I better not be singing songs on here because YouTube will probably
Well, we'll find out. Like everybody says, 410, maybe that's the most common. I'm just saying this thing is low. At least it feels low. It gives me an idea of what I got in the back of my gasser. I got 456s back there, so I got a real good idea of what's going on with that now. I am, Don. I was going to get, I got to make sure that I got the right gasket. I think I did buy the gasket for moldings, but I got to double check that. So, but the reason I am, Jim Anthony, he watches us once in a while. I'm friends with him on Facebook. He gave me a complete set of
that's right, big job.
Like 2 of the pieces are, it's a kind of a wonky thing. It's like I think 2 of the pieces are aftermarket, the rest are all factory. And he gave me some back glass and some front glass moldings and sent them in the mail. So I'm going to use them. Unless I bought the wrong gasket, then I'm not going to use them.
Didn't we have this debate on Dee Dee's Speed Shop the one day? What's better, Coke or Pepsi? Yes.
I think so. I think we had that. Yeah, because those guys, Dan and them, they drink Coke.
Pepsi.
Yeah, I like Pepsi better myself.
Stuck in the middle with you. That's a good
thanks,
song.
Harry. We have a good time. We get a little bitter towards each other once in a while, but believe me, we never mean it. That's just normal.
Mr. Bill, I got it. I think the dogs ate Mr. Bill. I
have an extra one out there hanging on the wall, but that's mine.
Friendship over, Dee Dee Speed Shop said.
That's all right, dude. You ever come to visit, I'll buy some Coke for the refrigerator for you, but I ain't drinking it. And Diet Dr. Pepper, I'll drink. I like Diet Dr. Pepper. The product I like from Coke is Diet Dr. Pepper.
I like Sprite.
Well, yeah, what was that Sprite we got?
Diet Sprite.
Yeah, but the one we got from that time, honey.
It had like cherry.
It was blueberry or something.
Raspberry.
It was raspberry. They don't have it anymore. They had raspberry Sprite. It was so good.
Spray Bomb's a Coke person.
Well, see, Spray Bomb likes the Coke.
I know we had this debate on DD Speed Shop the one night.
It's true. Sugar will be the death of me.
Duglisi said the only thing that he drinks is carbonated is beer.
Carbonated beer. I'm hooked on coffee. I mean, when I tell you guys, I'll drink 5-6 cups of coffee, sometimes 7. If I'm going all day, I'm hooked on coffee. I can't stop. And I'm not one of those people either. I can drink a coffee, a blonde coffee, fully caffeinated. So I can go to bed 20 minutes later.
Hey, Thomas K. Dr. Pepper is good.
Oh, yeah.
He went to the Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco.
See, that's Dr. Pepper's huge in Texas. Everybody drink, and it's like if you ever go like some places, people say, "Hey, you want a Coke?" and they don't even mean Coca-Cola. It could be any kind of. It could be RC Cola, but they call it Coke. Well, down in Texas, everything you want Dr. Pepper. Everybody drinks Dr. Pepper in Texas, man.
So our grocery store has their own brand, and so they have blonde coffee, which I told them a long time ago was way more strong than medium roast.
I didn't know this. She did tell me this, and I didn't believe her.
But anyway, so every time he went, it was gone. So I asked them to get it in. Now they've been getting it in, and he buys like 6 boxes at a time.
Yeah. And there's only 12 pods in each box, and I mean 2 days, 3 days. That box is gone, man. I drink 2 cups in the morning before I go to the gym. All right. I get up. I'm out of bed at 3. Sometimes this morning I was out of bed at 2 because the dog was going nuts. But I'm usually out of bed at 3. I have a couple cups of coffee, and then I go to the gym at 4. From 4 to 5, I'm at the gym. I come home, pack my lunch, and I'm at work by 5:30. That's my life. This morning I was up at 2, and I was out in the garage at 3 putting in a puke tank on the gas. Making shorts about it. Maybe I put that one up tomorrow. Maybe I put it up Sunday. I don't know. But like I said, I'm just building some up. I need to have some artillery. So whenever I can't make a short, I have something to show people.
Bye, Mark.
Take it easy, Mark. Thanks for coming in, man.
You got to buy pods online, 4 cents each, but they come by the thousands.
I'll look at it. I mean, like I said, though, I'm hooked on that blonde coffee. I mean, because it's like double the caffeine. It is. It hits. Yeah. The other coffee don't even have an effect on me anymore. I could drink 16 ounces of coffee and go to bed.
Big Lizzie's on the same schedule you are. 3:45, work at 4, work 5:45.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I need to go. My sugar goes crazy while I'm sleeping. I could not. I've experimented with it. I've fasted from 6 o'clock till 6 in the morning. I'll get out of bed in the morning and my blood sugar will be like 190, and I haven't eaten anything. It just rises as I sleep. So the best thing in the world for me when I get out of bed is to go to the gym. And by the time I get home from the gym, it's at 150, which for the normal person is still really high, but for me, it's really good. And then it comes down during the day, then I can get it down around 110, 120. But at nighttime, it goes up. When I'm sleeping, it shoots up.
Blonde like Miller High Life. Captain Morgan Black made Henry sick as a dog. Never again. What makes it black?
I don't even know. Oh, is that rum, hon?
Uh-huh. Randy says as the night goes on, less and less Coke until it's just me and the captain. Tequila will kill you.
For a while there, I was drinking cherry Coke, not cherry Diet Coke, but I was mixing it with, or I was taking Diet Cokes and mixing them with the cherry vodka.
Yeah.
And that was when Kim was playing softball. I'd get loaded where I couldn't even get out of the lawn chair.
Harry couldn't tell you if his clock works at 3 or 4.
Now I don't even drink. Like I said, I have 2 beers with you guys on Fridays now, and not even all the time. When this beer's gone, I might not buy beer again for another 3-4 months until somebody comes to visit. I just don't. It's like when we go out to eat now, Kim can have a drink. I don't drink. I either have coffee or iced tea. I got too much going on. I can't go out in the garage all slopped up. I'll cut one of my fingers off, for crying out loud. So my buddy Kevin come over. What was that on Saturday? My buddy Kevin come over Saturday, and we got the brakes, that the lines and everything, all the nice stainless steel lines he helped me put in last year, and then I went in there with a grinder and nicked them all out. He come over Saturday. We put all new lines where I screwed it up and come out pretty good. So we got full brakes in the gasser now. We got a fuel line ran. Our cooling lines are ran. We have.
Thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a while.
We have fluids in the transmission, in the rear, in the engine block, and in the cooling system. The one thing I want to do on that rear is I got to go back around to the front side, and there's accesses in there, and I just want to stick a wire tire. I want to see how much oil made its way into the front of the third member. I didn't see anyone coming out there, and they're almost the same height as the one that's in the back of the pumpkin, but I don't know. I might add a little bit right there. I want to have more than not enough.
Hey, Thomas K. He used to be a practicing alcoholic and got pretty good at it, but now he's just down to 1 or 2 drinks occasionally.
That's me. I used to party pretty good, and I don't have time for it anymore. I'd rather play with my cars. I'd rather go out in the shop. And like I said, when we go out to eat, I assume just if Kim would like to have a drink, let her have a drink. I did enough drinking for both of us.
It's too expensive to go out and have a drink anymore.
It is.
$8 a drink.
Well, but when we're at the dinner, it's fine. Well, it's harder. It's harder if you drink and you live in Canada, though, Torp. You guys, what else you going to do whenever it's 10 below zero? Or
hey, that's unlimited.
There ain't a whole lot going on.
How are you doing tonight?
That's unlimited. What's happening?
From Florida.
Cool. Spray bombs in Florida.
So's Daniel.
So's Daniel. Daniel's in Florida, too. We got a couple Floridians.
Hey, Randy
down
Ryan,
here
thanks. That's nice of you to say.
Now, is that the right word?
What? Floridian?
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Randy. That's cool of you, man. Is that how you say it?
Floridian.
Floridian. My fellow Floridians.
You're not from Florida, so you don't say fellow Floridians.
Oh, well, my friends in Florida, my Floridians. Take a sip.
Half of Chaz's club's in Daytona right now.
There you go.
Oilers are up 1-0. Oh, Mark Edwards, 67. How you doing, Mark Edwards?
Wow, we got a lot of new guys coming in. Cool. Thanks for stopping
New Jersey
by, man.
by birth. Spray bombs, New Jersey by birth.
What part of Jersey, Larry?
Oh,
that's
Big BK
cool.
just finished his exhaust pipes.
Very cool, Gorney. Very cool, man.
Motorcycle gang.
We'll see if we're done with ours or not. I did some fancy footwork with mine. I can't wait to see how it works out.
46 in the chat. Look at Mrs. K on top of things. Big Job's having a drink with one. I'll have one with them Floridians.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. There you go.
Motorcycle enthusiast one.
Well, guys, let me tell you a little story, and it's going to be a quick one because we got 30 seconds left. To you new folks, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it.
Come
back next week.
Faces.
We started at 8:30. We finish at 9:30. We do 1 hour so that we don't what's it called? Grow old on people. or whatever, or
I don't know. You
slow it down. I do. Thanks a lot, Dork. So yeah, so hey, thanks for coming in.
Char.
We appreciate y'all. And,
you have a good one too, Robbie.
For everybody else,
you
Juan,
too,
Christina, Don, Dan, Floyd. Hey, Paul White, feel better, brother. If you need somebody to talk to, let me know. Harry, what's going on, brother? Take it easy. Have a good week. I enjoyed your update with Irene. I'll return your email here Reggie. The next day when I get Thomas. 5 minutes to sit in my chair.
It's a nice gang of people here.
Yeah, we got a great group. Randy, all right, Chaz, Gordon Walker, Ron, Lonnie.
Should I say YouTube enthusiasts?
YouTube. Look at that. We're 30 seconds overdue, but that's all right.
Oh, Henry, country fried steak and white gravy. That sounds good.
That does sound good. So, hey, listen, we'll see. I'm already looking forward to next week. And everybody, please come back next week. We'll do it again. Look for me to drop some shorts over the weekend. It seems like we're going to try to grow that way for a little bit and see how it goes. I'm going to drop some shorts, guys. All right.
Talk to you too, Robbie.
So until next week, take care, everybody.
Bye.